Guys, what's poppin'? Yes, it is that time of year. It is time to nail these sides, all right? Because if you're anything like me, it doesn't matter that you're an award-winning chef. Your Aunt Maxine always tells you to bring the rolls, all right? I don't know why can't I cook the turkey, Maxine? All right? Award-winning chef, all right? I got a video, look at it, my turkey is fantastic. But anyway, I'm not bringing rolls this year, guys. I'm bringing these sides right here. I'm gonna show you how to take 3 everyday sides that are at every family get-together, every holiday gathering, all of that right here. 3 basic sides. I'm gonna teach you how to take them from zero to hero. That's what you're gonna be, and your Aunt Maxine is gonna have to let you bring something other than the rolls. All right, guys. First off, we're gonna start by taking your green beans and making them something that everybody's gonna look forward to. I'm not talking about half-assed straight out of a can green beans. I'm gonna show you a couple tips and tricks to take your green beans from here to here. We're gonna do it using this pot that is way too big for what we're doing, but it's the only pot that I have, apparently, that's gonna work on this burner. Grab your handy dandy can opener, which is also way too big for this can, as it's meant for something much larger. Guys, this recipe is super easy, and it's just a really easy way to take some boring green beans and make them good. All right, we're gonna hop over here. Bam, drop those green beans. We're gonna strain those out. We don't want a bunch of this water in here. Now, we are gonna keep some, but we don't want a lot of it. Again, we're gonna drain this off as well. If you're just joining us, I don't know why you didn't start at the beginning of the video. I put a bowl in here to catch all that liquid. So, now we're gonna take our green beans, adjust for size. If you have a big family gathering, make more green beans. All right, and then again, I'm gonna put a little bit of that water back in there, maybe around 1/8 of a cup. I don't want a lot of it in there because I'm gonna do things that are gonna put other juices into here. We're gonna get our knife, we're gonna get half a stick of butter, all right, guys? Half a stick. I like to use salted, use unsalted if you like less salt. It's just common sense. And the next thing that you're gonna need, all right, when you're making this, you always got leftover pork, right? Especially if you're watching my other barbecue videos. This is a great thing you can do with your leftover pork, guys. That pork is flavor. It's got a lot of great flavor into it. Release it into the wild. I like a lot of pork in mine. So the next thing we're gonna do is grab an onion. I would normally suggest white, but I already had this red onion laying around, so why not? We're just gonna get a rough chop on it. It doesn't need to be too small. You wanna be able to see and taste the onion in there. So we're gonna leave it pretty bulky. All right, so we're gonna drop this onion in again. I'm only using about half an onion because I'm only using 2 cans of green beans. But if your gathering is bigger, you're gonna wanna put more onions in there. Now we've got this almost together, but we need that skull and mortar rub. It is so essential. Drop a few tablespoons in if you're following my recipe. Max it out if you're going bigger. You're gonna wanna let these simmer on low for a while. You're just gonna wanna let these flavors just kind of meld together and really just take off to the next level. We'll check back on these here in a little bit, but we still have 2 more sides to do, so we're gonna get on that. All right, guys, another staple is mashed potatoes. So go ahead and get your water boiling. We're just gonna grab a couple potatoes and we're just gonna kind of rough peel them. We don't wanna get rid of all the skin. We want some of the skin in there. Again, we wanna leave some skin on there. Aside from the fact that it looks cool as hell, it also does have a bunch of nutrients and stuff. I know that you didn't really expect health tips when you came to Skull and Mortar today, but there's a little health tip for you, man. Get those vitamins. Guys, now we're just gonna chop these up, rough chop them. It doesn't have to be uniform or look great. Just chop them up, the smaller the better, throw them in your boiling water. Hit that bad boy with a good little pinch of salt. That salt is gonna make those potatoes pop just a little bit, and it's gonna help with boiling. I don't know if that's true, I'm probably lying. I think I just made that up. But it is gonna add a little flavor to your potatoes. It's gonna add a little pop to them later. So we're gonna grab our half a stick of butter from earlier. We're gonna go ahead and drop this right on down inside there. Now we're not gonna use milk, we're not gonna use water. We're gonna use heavy whipping cream, all right? Now we're gonna go ahead and get our initial mash on. I know it looks like a lot of liquid, but bear with me, it's gonna work. I'm gonna hit it with a little sprinkle of salt there. Now grab a block of sharp cheddar cheese, hit it with your microplaner. And we are just gonna plane some cheese in there. Alright guys, we still need some bacon bits to really set this off. Make it with real bacon, don't be an a-hole. Don't put some of those fake little weird plastic bacon bit things in here, guys. Get the real good stuff, alright? Don't play games, and then make sure that you mash it up really well. Now these are gonna set, they're gonna firm up, and you're gonna have some bomb-ass mashed potatoes. Alright guys, now we're gonna finish up our mac and cheese. What I'm gonna put in here is a whole stick of butter. Boom, right down in there. I left the noodles in here, I drained them, now we got butter. Alright guys, so what I like to do, instead of using milk, water, cream, whatever, I like to use evaporated milk. You know how sometimes when your mac and cheese is sitting for a little bit, you get that oily crap on the top? That's the oil separating from your cheese and your milk and all that, so this prevents that. I think it's because it has less water in it, and it's more just the cream. I could be making that up. I don't have any actual factual basis for that, but that's what I think happens. So alright, get your cream in there. Hopping over here, guys, we have the rest of that cheddar block, okay? We're gonna chop that, give it a good little chop. Okay, we're just gonna cube it. The smaller, you don't have to cube this up. You can actually just throw the whole brick in there if you want to, but the smaller cubes you get it in, the quicker it's gonna cook. Okay, right here, we're gonna go with the Colby Jack cheese. Again, we're gonna try and cut the pieces small. That's just gonna allow it to melt faster for us. Okay, now we're gonna go over here. We wanna give this a little kick. So we're gonna hit it with a little pepper jack cheese. This is not gonna be enough kick that it overpowers people with softer palates, but it is gonna be enough kick that it adds an extra dimension to your mac and cheese. Now we're just gonna stir it. You're gonna keep it moving until it gets down into a delicious cheese sauce and covers your noodles evenly. All right guys, as you can see, that cheese sauce is starting to turn yellow. We still got a few chunks in here, but they're melting. But what we're gonna do at this point, guys, is we're gonna step the game up again. You already know that I have bacon. You already know that I have bacon bits. So we're gonna put some freaking bacon bits in. Look at that. Look at all that cheese on there. See that? Look, come on now. Now as this cools down a little bit, that cheese will thicken up even more and you'll get some strings on it. Guys, it is finally time to plate this up. It's time, my dudes. It's time to dig right in. I'm gonna start off with these green beans, a classic. Most of the time nobody's excited about green beans, but look at this meat. Look at how these onions are cooked. They're just like a nice translucent. Come on, man. Let's take a bite of this. Perfect. The beans really took in the flavor of the meat, the flavor of the rub, the onions, everything, the butter. These, my friend, are green beans how they were meant to be made. Mashed potatoes are my personal favorite, so I'm gonna skip over here. I'm gonna hit this mac and cheese. I showed you we made a basic mac and cheese, but we used real cheese out of small blocks. We got real bacon in there, look at that. Look, right here in the shell, and you know you like shells. There's still a big ass chunk of cheese right there. Come on, man. Let's take a bite of this. That's every kid's dream right there. If you like mac and cheese, this is gonna take you right back to your childhood. It's like a delicious roux kind of mac and cheese. It's so good. Now, my personal favorite, fully loaded mashed potatoes. You saw everything in here. So good. It's rich, it's creamy, it's got those layers of flavor. You can taste a little bite from the sour cream, the bacon, everything that's in here is so good. It's fire. I'm not bringing the rolls anymore, Maxine. If you guys like this video, if you learned something, if there's something in here that you can use, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, leave a comment below, and you're gonna wanna do that because this is the last week that you can enter the contest to get the Skull and Mortar package. What is it? It's 3 sauces. It's our OG sauce, which you can pre-order at the link below. It's our honey sauce, which is not available yet. It's our sriracha sauce, which is not available yet. Those are our top 3 most popular barbecue sauces on the Beach Bum barbecue truck. It is a huge bag of barbecue rub. It's the same rub that we use on our truck. It's the same rub that we use in all our recipes. It is the best rub, and you're gonna love it. And it's a huge bag. Okay, 1 pounders are like $10 of a good rub. I'm telling you, this is gonna be at least 5-6 pounds. It is a lot of rub. Okay, and then we have 2 hot sauces that we've never made available anywhere. And we're gonna throw in a Skull and Mortar beard mask so you don't get that weird little curl in your beard, or your husband or whoever you're watching these videos with, they're gonna want that beard mask, all right? And it's all 100% free. How do you do it? You're a subscriber, you leave a comment on a video, you can get like 45 entries. I think there's 45 videos. You can leave a comment on every video as long as it's not some weird spam comment. And you can be entered to win that package 100% free. No shipping, nothing. It's 100% free. It's my thank you for helping us get to 500 subscribers. We're gaining on 700 now. So the movement is moving. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm not bringing rolls. I still don't like Terry. I'll see you guys next week.